half double crochet. I've got a chain of 10. Now, like single crochet, you chain 1 to go to the next step. Depending on how tight or loose you chain or your crochet work is. Some people prefer to chain 1 for half double crochet to get to the next line. Some people prefer to chain 2. As you go along, you'll figure out which one you like. I typically do 1, so I'm going to chain 1. So now I've got 11 here. So when I do it, I'm going to go back to where my number 10 was. See, that's my number 10 one, but I'm not there yet. For half double, I'm going to take fresh yarn, then go into my chain. So you see I got 2 loops now. Grab my fresh yarn pull it through my work. I now have 3 loops. Grab my fresh yarn again and pull through all 3 loops. That's my first half double crochet. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work. Grab fresh yarn, pull it through my work. I now have 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, pull through all 3 loops. It's a half double crochet. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work. Grab fresh yarn, pull through my work. I have 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, pull through all 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work. Grab fresh yarn, pull through my work. I have 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, pull through all 3 loops. And I'm going to keep doing that all the way across. Like with single crochet, if you crochet too tight or chain too tight or are just starting out, go up a hook size or 2 when you do your chain. This will help when you go to get your hook in, because sometimes you just can't get your hook into that chain. And then you come back down to the hook size you need for your project for the next row. Alright, now like I said, you'll find out whether you want to do. There's my 10 half double crochets. As you can see, it's a little taller than my single crochets. Some people chain 2 to go to the next row. Some people chain 1. I prefer to chain 1. Alright, I rotate my work. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work, and since this is on my next row of my half double crochet, I'm going in through, there we go, it's better. Going into the V's now. I'm grabbing my fresh yarn, pulling through. I now have my 3 loops again. Grabbing fresh yarn, pull through all 3, oops, it's getting a little caught. All 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work, pull fresh yarn through my work, 3 loops, pull fresh yarn through all 3 loops. I'm going to add a different color in here so you can see what it looks like in a different. I'm just going to add it mid-stitch, wrap my fresh yarn, my new color around. Here's my tail. I'm going to go into my work, grab my fresh yarn. So now I have 3 loops. 2 happen to be blue, 1 happens to be yellow. It's okay. Grab my fresh yarn, pull through. I'm going to crochet over my two tails, the yellow and the blue. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work, grab my fresh yarn again, pull through my work, 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, pull through all 3 loops. Grab fresh yarn, go into my work, grab fresh yarn, pull through my fresh yarn. You got 3 loops, grab fresh yarn, pull through all 3 loops. That's where I keep splitting my yarn. And then you can move this out of your way. I particularly usually do 3 or 4 stitches over a tail, and then I'll go back and I'll weave it in the rest. Oopsie. I split my yarn there. So undo that and try it again. It happens, especially this yarn, this particular blue. It's got a kind of slinkiness to it, and it just likes to split. These colors kind of remind me of a fish from a specific movie. Did not particularly pick that out for it. Just grab some yarn. As you can see, the half double crochet gives a little more bulk to it, plus height. But there's your half double crochet. Kind of like the weird mid-row color change on this.